yourself up. Welcome to More Assholes with the Podcast. Malt. I'm Mike here with
Dave. Hola. How do you? How are you, everybody out there in TV land, or I guess internet land?
YouTube
for that matter.
Well,
yes.
Thank you for rejoining us. If you are in fact rejoining us, we'll know by the views. But yeah, so welcome back, and hopefully we have a good show set for you this time. We're gonna get right into it, and Dave, you look fucking tired. You look pale. Something wrong? Are you okay?
Well, I mean, one of our videos that we have been able to put up, I've just sent, to kind of not go too far into the behind the scenes of MAWPCAST, even though there's not much that goes into it.
I'm a dick.
You're getting exclusive footage here, folks. There was one episode that we have done recently that took quite a while to get right and edit, and
there are reasons.
There are definite reasons that I hope you liked the episode, because by the time you see this, that one will be up.
That may be the reason you're not watching this one.
Yeah, that might be why nobody sees this. No, it's a good episode. I put a lot of work into it to try to salvage what I could. Yeah. It was, to be honest, it was a very impromptu episode that got filmed. We thought that there was some gold in there, but we just had to sift through to find it. And so...
What was your analogy?
That it was a train wreck, and that I had to sift through to find the living bodies underneath all the rubble. I thought I did pretty good. I hope you all, if you saw it, you liked it. If not, don't watch it.
Take it back.
Forget this existed and just start from here.
Yeah, don't worry. YouTube will take the views back for you.
Yeah, they did. But I hope if people who saw it liked it. I did put a lot of work into it, but as you can see, it kind of took its toll, and a couple sleepless nights I've had trying to get that done, but it was worth it. It's definitely... I think it's funny. I know you thought it was a little funny.
I'm a little embarrassed.
Yeah, it's okay.
But, that's hard to do. So I think if we ever have an episode where I'm watching before we edit and going, oh, God, no, why? And I'm saying in the third, I'm talking to Mike like it's not me. Mike, don't. Mike, stop. Mike, why? Mike, don't say that. There are family watching. There are hopefully not children watching. That would be bad.
Need to put up a parental advisory on some of these episodes.
Yeah, that one for sure. But if we can actually accomplish that feat, make either of us embarrassed,
it's
maybe something's good there, because that's hard to do.
Oh yeah.
To embarrass either one of us, that takes a lot. Because this should embarrass us. I'm talking into a microphone and MAWPCAST! More assholes with a podcast. Why is that not embarrassing?
It's not, because probably we've pretty much had that name in different forms since we were little kids. I think we've just grown up with it. That is us.
We've accepted our identity early on.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I can live with that. That makes sense. It's like, we knew who we were, we know who we are, we know who we will be. It's sad.
We've conformed to our fate.
It's sad. Oh, man. Well, I mean, I wanted to clear that out, because you look pale. They look like Casper. I don't understand.
Wait, I need to just find a tanning bed and I'll be okay.
I've never used one. Put, cut out, little paper circles, put them on your face. On your cheeks. That way when you tan long enough, you have these white, freckles. It'll be the most confusing thing in the world. White freckles.
Why do you have white freckles?
They're called weckles, asshole.
Weckles. To be honest, I've never been...
What the fuck am I talking about? Oh, sorry.
I've never been in a tanning booth. I've never... I always wondered if it's, hot in there, or if it's just not. Does it feel like an oven, or is it just lights?
I don't know. I've never been in one either. Why would I go on?
I don't know. Yeah, you're Irish. You'll burn freaking Rice Krispie treats in the hot sun.
You know what's funny? Yeah, it's I'm fake Irish. Everyone's told me I'm Irish, but maybe
Irish.
I'm not, because I don't burn. I go to the beach and I just turn dark. I've got dark hair. My skin goes, oh, you're burnt for half a day, and it's brown. I was fucking as pale as you,
Yeah.
And now suddenly I'm Jamaican. Alright, that's not brown. Alright, we're leaving that topic right now.
Yeah, moving on.
Anyway. Alright, so... that almost went in a bad place.
Move on.
Yeah. But, I mean, that leads, like... Because when I do get, like, a little bit of sun... My cousin once had sunburn so bad. We were 14, 13. We were in Ocean City, Maryland. And his shoulders started bubbling. Like, he got, like... You know, like, the bubble wrap? Pop, pop, pop?
Yeah.
Well, it looked like that, except yellow.
Ew! Oh, God.
And you pop it, it would explode, and he'd be like, ah! Don't fucking touch it, it hurts!
So, let me guess, you popped every single one?
No, I did one accidentally. Like, I didn't think... I wasn't thinking. I just touched it. I was like, what? On here. Ooh! Oh, no, I'm so sorry. He didn't like that.
I bet.
Oh, yeah, they actually had to call the ambulance down. He had 30
Oh, Jesus.
The sun.
Oh.
So, whenever I get a little sunburn, I'm like, oh, God, I'm going to have to call the ambulance. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm going to get bubbles. I'm going to get bubbles. And then no one's going to like me anymore.
Dude.
And then if I'm going to go, ah! It's going to be worse. It's going to be scarring, and I'm just going to be a monster.
Oh.
I'm going to turn into Freddy Krueger and be Robert Englund's twin brother, except
All because of the sun.
Except I'll be like so much shorter. I'll be the leprechaun meets Freddy Krueger.
Dude, you've always been a hypochondriac.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have a list of things. I don't actually want to go on the full list because I think I'll start to worry myself on air, and I don't want to do that for the episode because then I won't be funny. I won't be an asshole. I won't be one of the assholes with the podcast. I'll be a scared guy in a podcast.
You just be hiding like you're in a panic room. You be
hiding
what?
Baby. It's not like you said in a blunt. Sorry. I digress. But no, my list does. You're right. It starts with hypochondria. Because if you know what it is. I read about an illness. I read about a physical condition or ailment. And I in my mind, I feel those things and I start to think I have those things. And, like, one of the big ones is bipolar. Because guess what? Sometimes I'm happy. Sometimes I'm sad. And sometimes those two are really close to each other. So I go, oh no, I might be bipolar. Because when I'm happy, I'm ambitious. But when I'm sad, I can't do anything. I'm so depressed. So I'm like, oh no, I'm bipolar. I've got to be bipolar because it switches. Like, 1 week I'm happy, 1 week I'm sad, 1 week I'm happy, and then I'm sad again. And then I don't get anything done. And then, I can't accomplish life. I can't life it. You know, like a verb. Life is a verb. I can't life it. I can't do that verb. And yeah, so clearly actually, you know what? I'm starting to think I do have bipolar disorder. It's got to be a thing. I really have to have it. Yeah, maybe though. Maybe really. But the other one, like, I'm so sure, like clinical depression. Yeah, that's just there. I definitely have that one. So we're not going to go into that one. But the bipolar thing's a real thing. And now I'm talking faster. Now I'm worried that, like, oh no. Is there a disorder where you talk too fast? I don't know. Like, there might be. I should look it up. Maybe I should ask Google. Like, maybe I'll look it up on Google. I don't know. Talk too fast. Maybe? My headphones. No! You know, I think I have vertigo, too, because my ear's been acting funny. Like, I think I put a Q-tip in too far, and, like, I hit something, and, like, damaged the ear. And it kind of, Freddy Krueger again. Nightmare on Elm Street 3, when he attacks a little kid with the giant Q-tip. I don't know why I went there. But I think I have something wrong with my ear. Like, my equilibrium's off. So if I'm not careful, I'll probably lose balance. I won't be able to walk straight. Like, I knew people happen to, so I might have that. I don't know if I'm a hypochondriac. Like, that's a maybe. But if that maybe's true, then all these other maybes are real maybes instead of probably not maybes. So, what are you doing? We're on the air. The death of Superman. Hey! Play it loud! Maximum Carnage, Rocco's Modern Life, what the fuck are you doing? Hello? Hello? Hello, is there anybody out there? Dave, you're beautiful. Too beautiful for spacious skies. Your hair is big and taking up the screen. Motherfucker, what are you doing? Is that Lois Lane? She's hugging a dead body, dead Superman. I could probably be dead. Like, look at him. He looks like he has leprosy on the cover. I think I mean, I get these rashes. I might have leprosy sometimes. I don't know if is it like a temporary thing. It comes and goes. It comes and goes. It's like, oh, I'm a leper. No, I'm not. Oh, I'm a leper. No, I'm not. I wonder if leopards think that about their spots. But, well, audience, we have seemed to have lost a podcaster. I think... Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. I wasn't supposed to mention this. He brought some peanut butter into the room, and the dog's there. He layered some peanut butter on... You know where this is going. So we're going to have to wait for Jojo to finish his meal. And, yeah. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Dave is a bitch.
What?
What? I was talking about my hypochondria.
Oh, okay. And?
You weren't listening at all.
Was I supposed to?
God damn it, Dave.
What?
Why are you reading a comic during the podcast?
I don't know.
Don't sound so sad. Explain yourself.
I don't need to listen to what you're saying. God.
That's fucked up. I started thinking I was a mute. Like, I'm not actually talking. I'm not saying any of the words I think I'm saying. I'm talking about hypochondria and you're freaking me out.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I freaking you out?
You're freaking me out.
Do I think there's something going on with you? You're freaking you out? Ah, okay. What? Sorry, I don't know. It's hard to pay attention sometimes to what...
But why? Like, why?
Yeah.
Do you tune me out? Is that what it is?
No, you just interrupt me every time, so I might as well.
That's so sad. Alright, I'm a jerk. Alright, go ahead. Talk. Your time to talk. Your time
My
to shine.
time. It's
You're
my
a star
time.
in the sky. Shine.
I am.
My black-haired star.
Thank you.
That would be funny.
No, to be honest, like, sometimes I really do, like, I don't know why, I just tune people out sometimes, and I don't know why. It just happens. I think even with your, like, with hypochondria, I think I might even have the same thing, where, like, I really think at times I have, like, ADD or ADHD or something like that. To be honest, I actually, like...
Probably.
Like, to be honest, I actually went to a therapist to figure some things out, and...
See? Yep, ADD.
Yeah.
I'm just testing a theory.
And it worked. But yeah, the therapist was like, "Do you think you have ADHD?" I'm like, "I don't know, maybe."
Am I supposed to tell you?
I'm like, "Yeah, isn't that your job?"
I think you have this. Yep.
And it never went anywhere from there. It was just done after that. It was just, the question came up, and he did nothing about it. I'm like, okay, well, moving on.
If you ask me if I think I have anything, I'm gonna say, yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, I probably have it.
Do you have Skittle brain? Do you have...
Yeah, well, it feels colorful in there, but not in a good way.
Do you think you have, do you have poodle leg?
I hope not, but probably. I don't know what that would even be.
Poodle leg. God, I got the poodle leg.
I'm on repeater this episode. I just realized that. I like baby, poodle leg, tongue twisters.
And I think I have it. You're like the Micro Machines guy who talks really fast. Remember those commercials?
Nope.
Oh well, you weren't cool in the 80s like me.
I do. Okay.
The dude who talked like a mile a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but so you just tuned me out because you're bored? I heard it before.
Well, it's just because I just can't help it sometimes,
like,
which is great for podcasts.
It's like a rerun of a show you've seen 100 times comes on, and you're like,
I know where this is going.
It's like, okay, he's gonna say this in 15 minutes. He's gonna be around here in 25, and at 30, I come back because he's gonna be done.
Done.
It's like, and the end of the episode is coming up. I'm back. You didn't notice I was gone, did you? No, probably not, because you weren't listening or looking at me.
Nope. Like I said, like a couple episodes ago, like I could just sit here and just go, uh-huh, yep, uh-huh, uh-huh, yep.
I was like, that's totally right.
And you think, and you're like, he is totally listening to me. I do that to everyone, though. I don't do that to just you. I do that to everyone.
I'm on par with the average.
Go to a restaurant, they're like, "Oh, what would you like today?" Uh-huh. Yep. Sir? Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Whatever you say.
And then you end up with 5 plates of food, and you're like, what the fuck happened?
How did I get all this?
Would you like this special? Uh-huh. How about this? Uh-huh. Yeah. How about this one? Would you like 2 of these? I've just got to test this. I got to test
Maybe
it.
that...
Would you like 2 of these? Yep. Fuck yeah. This tip's going to be great.
That must be how I always end up giving women money for no reason. Like, hey, let's go out on a date. And they're like, hey, you want to pay for my rent? Uh-huh.
You want to take my daughter to Schalke? Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
You going to pay for my daughter to Schalke?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Score!
I bet money, baby. Oh, baby. I found a sugar daddy.
And I look at my paycheck and I'm like, where'd all my money go? Oh yeah, I forgot. I said yes to all this dumb shit.
And your friends try to help you and tell you, and you're like,
uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh.
The yeah. that's a move. It's not ignoring. It's just a move for survival. It's like a juke or a spin move in football. It's the
stutter step.
Yeah. And like the more inflection you put in your voice, the more intimate you sound. So if you're just talking to a friend, you're like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're talking to a lady or a fellow, I don't know. I'm not judging. Here you go. Yeah. That's yeah. Like you added that's in there, but you don't attach it to anything that actually makes sense grammatically. It's like yeah, that's yeah. Like you were about to say something, but it's too cool to say that sentence, so you just go back to yeah. That way, it sounds like you're really into it now. So, but you have no fucking idea what you're saying yet.
Yeah.
I mean, that's dangerous. That's a dangerous game. So really be interested in that person because they might be setting you up for something nasty.
Yeah.
Would you like to role play in a Simba costume? Yeah. That's yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Simba role play. That's not. All right. Here's my question: If someone did want to role play with the Simba costume, first of all, is Simba doing the action? I don't want to go into too much detail, or is the action, or is the deed being done to Simba? And in either situation, who is the partner? Is it Rafiki teaching Simba how to be a man? Or is it Simba? Squash banana up there, squash banana. Squash banana into Simba. Or is it Simba finally getting revenge on Scar?
Oh.
Like a revenge flick. You killed my daddy! I'm gonna be yours!
Oh God.
Where the fuck did that come from? Alright, I'm sorry, Simba and Disney. I cried in that movie, it meant something, but it's funnier this way.
Yeah.
But no, seriously, like, you don't listen all the time, which is okay, because I repeat myself a lot, like I'm doing tonight.
Yeah.
But, like, the thing about the ailments and the hypochondria and me thinking I have things, like, you've seen it firsthand.
Full circle.
Full circle. It's a frame story. But
it's the circle of life.
I think I've ruined that movie for myself.
You'll never watch it again.
It's like, is Rafiki gonna get Simba, or is Simba gonna get Scar?
Rafiki.
That's the new musical part. That's like a bonus track. Rafiki gonna get Simba, or Simba gonna get Scar, or is it gonna get scarred? Hey.
Ooh. I think that's the audience. Hey!
That's yeah.
Yeah, that's yeah.
But no, like, alright, seriously, the hypochondria, you've seen it firsthand, and I know you didn't know what to do with it. Like,
oh, Jesus.
Alright, like, let me give the background here. What happened was, Dave's birthday was coming up, we hadn't really hung out in a while, and it's like, fuck it, I got some money. Let's go see the Ravens play the Browns in Cleveland. Like, let's take a road trip. This would be cool. And it helps that tickets are a lot cheaper in Cleveland.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just how it is.
It is.
Not a slight against Cleveland. I hope you get a championship, but I hope it's not at our expense. Anyhow, so right before he meets me at my house, I start feeling this warmth in my leg, the lower leg, and I'm like, what is that? And then it goes
You wearing
away.
leg warmers?
No, if that were the case, then I'd be like, okay, well, it's warm everywhere. And
It's warm everywhere.
but it was like a pulsing warmth. It was like, it came, and then it went away. And it was warm again, and then it wasn't. I was like, what is that? That feels so strange. And it was noticeable enough that I thought about it, which I guess it doesn't have to be that noticeable, because I'm hypochondriac. But I look it up on Google, and the first thing I see is the first thing I accept, and it's blood clots. It's a symptom of having a blood clot. So my first thing is, what's the worst case scenario of having a blood clot in your leg? Oh, it can shoot up to your brain, and cause an aneurysm, and you drop dead. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, how long does that take? How long does that take? I'm freaking out now. Dave's like probably 5 minutes away from my house at this point. I'm like, how long does that take? I don't know how long that takes. Do I have time? Can I go out and then go to the... actually, what's funny? I didn't even think about going to the doctors. I was so legitimately scared. I never thought of going to the doctor. I just accept the bad things.
You were like, I'm going to die. I'm just going to die.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I looked and it's like, it could happen within 24 hours. I'm like, no, fuck me. No, I'm going to die. I'm going to die.
Did you think about canceling the trip?
No.
Oh, okay.
No way. Because I was like, if I'm going to die, I'm going to have a good last weekend. But no, and we get in the car, and I don't tell him until we're driving. Because I don't want him to be concerned and be like, we should go to a doctor. Let's not go to the game. He probably wouldn't have done any of that. I'd be like, dude.
I think I would have been the exact same frame of mind. You would be like, even though I was more of, well, keep going. I'll get to that part. I'll get to my thoughts on the whole situation in a minute.
It's like, I'll let you continue painting this stupid picture.
This beautiful picture while I shoot an arrow through it.
Paint the bullseye, Mike. But no, so we're driving. And then it just comes up. I'm like, Dave, I gotta tell you something. I gotta be real with you for a minute. And he looks at me, he's like,
I love you.
He looks at me kind of concerned, like, what are you talking about? Please don't be real. Don't be real. Be fake. Keep driving. Be fake. Don't hit anybody.
Just keep your damn mouth shut and keep driving.
There's a semi up ahead. Look at the road. But no, so I told him, I was like, Dave, I think I have a blood clot in my leg. He's like, all right. What's that mean?
Like, why?
Well, he didn't Google it 5 seconds ago like I did.
Why?
And I told him, I was like, dude, if this is really what I think it is, I'll probably die, before the weekend's over, so I'm just giving you a heads up. I was super bummed. I was, super depressed about this, but I was like, I'm not going to let it ruin my fun. We're going to have a good weekend. And then we get there, we get to Cleveland. I'm going to let Dave describe Cleveland, because I don't want to get into that. I was kind of scared.
Well,
by the way, nothing against Cleveland, but... so
we had some fun in Cleveland.
We get to the hotel, and bring a bottle of whiskey in there. We hook up the PS2 to this black and white TV.
That was the greatest. I love that.
Yeah, tried to play Madden 2001 on this TV, and it's just atrocious. I think I won.
No, we played 2 games. You won 1, I won 1.
I couldn't tell who it was who.
Because I remember, because anybody who's hung out with me and Mike and seen us play Madden, he usually wins. So I have to remember every single time I've ever won in Madden. What?
Oh yeah, so
yeah. When you told me you had a blood clot, my first thought was, "Shut the fuck up, really? No, you don't." And then you're like,
"This is one of the moments where you wanted to tune me up, but it was too weird."
No, it got to call back. It to be honest, ever since your
sterilization room.
There we go.
I don't know why the shoulder shrug.
The shoulders work for it.
For people listening, they miss that.
They don't see the
So I get away with it for some people. Well, not yet.
No, because you described it.
God damn it.
Ever since the sterilization room thing, I haven't believed a damn word you said about anything. You told me when you told me you were getting married. I'm like, no, you're not. But yeah, you told me you thought you had a blood clot in your. No, you didn't tell me you thought. You were like damn sure you had a blood clot in your leg.
Oh yeah, I didn't leave it up to interpretation. I was like, Dave,
I have a blood clot in my leg. I don't think I'm gonna make it through this weekend. I'm like,
happy birthday.
Shut up. You don't have a damn blood clot in your stupid leg. You're gonna be fine.
But you didn't say it. Like, you tried to say it subtly?
Yeah. I didn't want to be a dick. Well, I can now because it's over. But I was like, it did go through my head for a second. I'm like, what if I'm wrong? What if he does? I'm like, he doesn't. Shut up.
What if I'm wrong? What if he does have a blood clot? What if he dies and I'm a dick?
What if I'm a dick and he dies?
Or babies. Oh no. Baby,
I can save his life by not being a dick. That's how life works.
If I'm a dick and he's right, he's dead.
So this pretty much that whole thing went throughout the entire weekend, but
We did get distracted from it for a night.
yeah, we did. We went out the first night we got there. The first thing we did, because we had driven from Maryland to Cleveland, and we get to the hotel, and the first thing we're like, "Are you a blowfish?"
I don't know, maybe.
No, okay.
That's something else to worry about. What if I am a blowfish?
What if I am a blowfish? No. We get there, and we're like, okay, got to the hotel, just drop our shit, and let's go find a bar, have a few beers, and then go back to the hotel and play some Madden and chill out for the night. I was like, all right, cool. We go outside, we start walking around.
Right to the blood clot.
Yeah. We're new to the city. We don't know where anything is. We go outside to as Mike says, paint the picture. It looked like the opening to Walking Dead. There was no cars,
That's good. Yeah.
no people, no lights, nothing. Just dark buildings in a dark city. And
I think there are blood clots around every corner.
I think there's a blood clot. I think there's a blood clot in that building.
Oh no, like blood clots are like robbing people in the alleyways. My blood clot's like very minor threat compared to all that shit.
No, it's a blood clot gang.
The blood clots. Clotting for life.
They have the red bandanas.
Oh jeez.
With the white blood cells.
Sorry. I had to say that. That's
Fucking,
That's
but
good.
yeah, like we walk outside. We're like, is the city gone? Like, what the fuck?
see buildings, but
I see buildings. I don't see people. And so we just start walking, and we finally come across some lights. That made me feel better. And you're limping around, going, "I have a blood clot. I have a blood clot." Like you're literally saying it every 5 seconds while you're walking.
I wasn't the only one limping.
No, we did finally start coming across some people. The first really interesting guy was he came up to us and told us that he was he was just some kid about our age.
Yeah, well, no, he was younger than us. He was like 18,
He was younger?
19.
Ah, damn.
Yeah.
I thought he was about our age. Huh.
He was limping,
But,
18, 19.
Yeah, he was limping.
No,
And he was
that's
telling
not
us
the
that
weird part.
No. Weird part was that he was telling us about how he was homeless and didn't have anywhere to go, and he just needed money to get on a train to just be able to have some place to stay for the night. And,
Oh no, the weird part is he was talking about how he got hit by a car.
oh yeah, I forgot about that.
That's why he was limping. He had a real reason.
Yeah, yeah. I thought he was just stupid.
He looked at me like I was an asshole when I told him about the blood clot.
I have a blood clot. He's like, I got hit by a car. I'm like, oh.
And I remember that, because when he said that, I was like, well, still, that's not going to kill you.
But the blood clot, I could die.
I'm like, I have a real medical issue right now. You're just homeless.
You got hit by a car, pansy. What's wrong with you? I have a blood clot.
You're just a homeless guy getting hit by vehicles. Like, I might die.
No, but we went up to the bus
He was nice,
station,
though.
waited with him, and you ended up buying him a train ticket so he could get on, which was nice. He's very grateful.
I bought him the like all night pass, the all day
Yeah,
thing,
so
so I could
didn't have
stay
to
home and
worry.
sleep.
Yeah, that was cool. He was a nice guy, really chill.
But he was the only person we saw on the street going to the bars,
No, yeah,
like going
really
there.
was. That was scary.
Yeah, he approached.
It wasn't more of him. I was more relieved to see a person, but just the whole thing.
We've got a Clevelander by our side. It's a little
There's
safe.
someone here.
Save us
Yay!
from the blood clots.
They're coming to get us. Yeah, we go. So we keep walking from there, and he tells us. He actually told us about a few bars in the area that we could go check out. And we're like, okay, we'll go see. We go to the area he told us about, and it's just this little alley, and we start going down it, and there's lights and people, and we're like, oh, this is where everyone is. Yes, part it like the sea, Moses.
I can't sit still.
You're our deaf interpreter, sign language interpreter.
Only to people who don't know how to interpret that.
They're like, what is this? But yeah, we got down to the bar and had a few drinks. It was fun. Actually saw people. I didn't think we were in a post-apocalyptic world anymore.
Company.
Yes. And then so when we left, we were like, okay, we're done. Let's go back to the hotel, have a few more beers, drink the whiskey, and play games. Like,
Drink
cool.
the whiskey.
Drink that whiskey.
Don't drink the whiskey. Never mind.
So we start leaving, and this guy comes up to us, and he's like, he's an older guy. He's like, hey, my family's in my van down the street, and our car broke down.
So much more absurd hearing it now.
It's absurd to begin with. And he's like, I need some money to be able to get some, what, it was like gas or something?
Yeah, he needed gas. He ran out of gas.
First.
So he's walking the streets trying to find someone to give him money for gas.
And Mike's already primed me for being like, bullshit. But Mike, he has a soft spot for these people, especially after he said that he was in the military. And Mike's like, oh, I can't. I was in the military. What branch were you in? And you guys got in this big conversation. I'm going, let's go. I don't care.
The blood clots are on their way.
You want to get caught by the blood clots? We gotta go. And so you're very nice to the guy, and he's talking to us about his past and stuff like that. And then he asks us for money, and you're like, I don't have any money on me, but there's an ATM over there. And we walk like 3 or 4 blocks to an ATM.
Yeah, I thought he was leading us to death. Which at that point I was like, might as well come now.
You're just like, it's either this guy or my blood clot, one way or the other.
I'm 1 bar at a time.
I'm like, I have nothing else to live for, so let's just go do this. I don't have a podcast to work on 2 years from now. But yeah, we got to this ATM, we gave him some money, and he was very grateful for it, which is cool. Ended up going back to the hotel and played Madden. And then saw the Cleveland Browns lose to the Ravens. Woohoo!
By a final touchdown drive.
Yes.
Joe Flacco to Torrey Smith in the corner of the end zone. The corner we're fucking sitting in. It was awesome.
It was the greatest.
Sorry, I just had a fan moment.
Yeah.
Oh, but I gotta say, the homeless ex-Marine guy, you're right. I couldn't help it. Once, like he said that, I mean, he had to be homeless, right? He had to be. Like the way he was acting.
The first guy, the second guy, I don't know.
Yeah, the second guy I'm still unsure about.
I don't know.
He had all the behavior traits of a homeless guy because, okay, here's the issue. He had a laminated map of the area.
Yeah.
And he was walking around saying he just left his family in a van.
I have my wife and kids over here in a van.
In the middle of the night in downtown Cleveland.
Yeah.
What?
And he knew where the ATM was. He knew exactly where the ATM was.
He didn't know where the fuck he was. He didn't know where to get gas, but he led us 3 blocks around the corner to an ATM.
Fucking ATM.
He had to go through a closed building
Yeah.
that happened to be unlocked into a hallway, into another side hallway, and there's an ATM just there.
Just sitting there. I'm like, we're gonna die here. We're gonna die here. This is what's gonna happen.
I went through the stages of grief already. I was at
You had gone through the stages of grief before I showed up to your house
in
that
the car
morning.
ride. I was going through them when you showed up, but I finished going through them in the car. I was like, fuck it, I had a good run.
I was just like, I just want to see my first football game. I don't want to die before that.
Like, Mike, don't die before the game because I will go without you. It's like, your dead body's not going anywhere. I'll bury you after the game.
You're just going to sit here. I'm going to take your wallet and you're going to buy me snacks.
I am Michael McGaha for a day. Good memories, though.
That was fun.
Good memories. And
fun week.
For you listeners, just so you...
Stadium was cold as shit, too.
Oh, my God, it was so bad. Yeah, we walked out and we underestimated the lake effect of the winds, and we were like, And Dave remembered his jacket at least. He was so...
Yeah.
And I left my jacket in the car, and we're down 2 blocks. He's like, kind of cold. I'm like, yeah. He's like, you want to go back for your jacket? I'm like, nah, I'll be fine. Oh. I'm just like, this is a good football game.
Icicles dripping down from your nose.
Oh god, it was bad. Getting yelled at by Cleveland fans and freezing my ass off. But no, I mean, in case you were worried, no, I did not have a blood clot. I am not dead. Talking to you from the other side. I mean, that would make the podcast really famous. Really,
That would be. I would be Miss Cleo at that point.
You just changed genders. I'm Miss Cleo. Would you be Mr. Cleo and then you just adopt a wife?
Was there a Mr. Cleo?
I don't know. Oh, that should be a documentary. Mr. Cleo. Behind the scenes of Miss Cleo. The man who made her.
The man who made her.
Oh, that sounds sexist. But anyway, that wasn't intended. But yeah, good memories. Good everything. I think we need to stop there. Because we're derailing. We're going into some crazy territory. As we always do. But luckily, it really doesn't trail off terribly until the end. So, take it away, Dave. Or just staring. You're like...
that's my sexy pose.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, that part's getting cut.
Oh. No, that's not getting cut, you motherfucker.
Oh, where were we going with this?
Closing the show.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, that's your responsibility. I'm done. Peace.
No, actually, we still got like 10 more minutes. You want to keep going?
We have 10 more minutes for real.
Yeah, it's only been 36 minutes, man.
Oh, we don't have 10 minutes. We got 4 minutes. What the fuck are you talking about?
We could go for like 45.
All right. So edit this part out.
Yeah.
Also, okay. All right. Before we go, I do have one more story I wanted to share with you, and this is completely irrelevant regarding everything we've been discussing so far tonight. But it's been a running theme in the other episodes. My construction job, and the interesting men of this job. We've already discussed.
Young man.
We've already discussed their dancing prowess.
Yes.
Or at least the potential.
And ours.
The potential. Yeah. Dave. No.
Sorry.
Stop.
Sorry.
That girl should not have been on fire, and we both know it.
We hope she was okay.
Yeah, we...
This episode is dedicated to the girl that was on fire.
We never prayed before that, but we pray for her now. But no, so not only are construction workers in tune with their feminine side, but they're also in tune with their CSI side, their detective side.
Ooh.
It's really interesting. So I was warned. I was warned that, as the summer goes along and the job gets busier, you get a lot more people in. Mm-hmm. And we did. We got a lot more people. And there's one weird dude walking around just like, oh, I'm an insulator. Okay, insulate something. But he's just fucking walking from room to room. He borrowed $1 from me. That's the most work he did. He borrowed $1 from me one day. And then one day he's gone. Excuse me. And then, suddenly, a $350 hammer drill's gone. The guy's whole Milwaukee set, like the drills, the batteries, all that's gone. Like, at least $1,000 worth of equipment just disappeared. And they caught him on tape. But after he was gone, he just left and never came. He left work at like 10:30 in the morning with all the stuff that never came back. So they checked the school's camera. They caught him on tape. Did like some fucking Jason Bourne stuff. Like he took all this stuff from upstairs down to the boiler room, pushed it out through the gate to like the chiller pit of all places. Used a chain fall, which is a huge chain pulley system. Hooked it onto this big bag. Went up a ladder, pulled it up, and climbed out through a gate and took it to his car.
Dude!
Yeah.
That is awesome.
So
that sucks for your company, but that's awesome.
Oh, no. It gets better. Because, typically when this happens, you don't get that stuff back.
Yeah.
I mean, and we saw him do that, but we didn't see what it was on tape. We knew, but we couldn't prove it. So, one of our foremen, he gets the guy's number. He calls him. And how's it said? He put the heat on.
Really?
He bullshitted so hard. He's like, motherfucker, we know what you got. We know everything you took. You bring that shit back. We know every goddamn thing you took. And, he stopped. You could tell, this is how it was told to me anyway, because I could hear the other side of the conversation. But he was trying to slow down the conversation. He was trying to ask like what he knew he had, so he knew what he could keep.
Right.
And every time he did that, this foreman would be like, "Motherfucker, every goddamn thing." Well, here's why he called him. He looked up his information. This slipped by. He had a rap sheet, like a fucking, like I was gonna say mile long, but it's a cliche, so I'll just say it was that long, really long. He was on probation, or is on probation. Right. He served a year and a half, and he got the other 13 years excused as long as he behaves on probation.
Ooh.
He went to jail for attempted first-degree murder.
Shit.
By the way, you meet this guy, you're like, how? It's like, no wonder it was attempted. You failed. Like, I could not see you actually pulling this off.
Yeah, you can pull off this elaborate robbery.
Yeah, so, like, he brought that up. He's like, yeah, I know. And the guy's like, I'm on probation. Don't get me in trouble. Can I? I said, just don't get me in trouble. I'll bring it all back. He's like, you bring every fucking piece back. Every goddamn. Like, this guy's cussing his ass. I mean, I know I cuss a lot, everybody, but this guy cussed way more than I ever do. And he kept trying. He's like, well, what exactly went missing? You know, every goddamn thing that went missing. But the best part of the story is they finally agree. Mm-hmm. He's going to bring it back, and our foreman's not going to call the cops. Just give us their stuff back. He's like, I'll meet you at the site. He's like, motherfucker, you show up at this site, they're going to kick your ass. These boys do not want to see you. He's like, meet me at the CVS across from the site. So he goes there, and he takes one of the guys with him, obviously. It's like,
well, don't want to go by yourself.
It's kind of a shady situation. He might be a blood clot. You don't fuck with blood clots, man.
You don't.
But he goes there, and he's on the phone. He's talking to him. He's like, where are you at? He's like, look for a silver car. He's looking around the park. No one else is in the parking lot.
Oh, of course.
I don't see any goddamn silver car. It's like, oh, there's a dumpster around back. Go around back.
Ooh, that's even shadier.
Like, all right. But, you know, at this point, the foreman, like, he's like, bring it on, motherfucker. I don't care.
Yeah.
He goes around back. No goddamn cars back here. He's like, you see that dumpster? Yeah. All your tools are behind that dumpster. He's like, well, where are you? So you ain't setting me up. Hang up.
Oh,
and he fucking hung up just like that. Criminal as shit. Like, he's dopey-eyed, dumb as shit, can't track a thought, but he did that.
Wow, dude.
You know what's crazy about it? He knew where the foreman was when they were talking because he was watching from the woods nearby.
Oh, God.
He's on his phone in the woods, like, watching him. It's like, look for a car. And he saw where he was. He's like, go around back. Like, that means he knew he wasn't out back.
Yeah.
And then when he was out back, he saw him facing the dumpster. He's like, yeah, you see that green dumpster in front of you? Tools are behind it. Where are you at? You ain't setting me up.
Wow. So the tools were there, right?
Yeah, all the tools were there.
Okay, good.
Oh, actually, more tools than we knew were missing.
Nice.
That's why putting the heat on helped because we didn't know. We knew what there were things we noticed missing, but we didn't know everything. We thought we knew, so we bullshitted him, or he did. I had no part in it. I'm just like, that's a fun story. I'm going to use it for my work.
Oh yeah,
I'm going to steal it. You guys aren't going to use it.
I'm going to steal the story. You guys don't need it.
So it's funny. There are two foremen. The one I work with and the one that did all this. Well, I work with is already pissed. He'll lose his temper, but none of his stuff went missing. One of his hammer drills was in this.
Oh.
Like, it's funny because he just got it all back, and he was really pissed. Like, but you just got it back. Like, calm down.
It's more of like the principle of the thing.
It's like, if I would have known yesterday, it'd be a whole different goddamn. I'm like, what would you have done?
Yeah.
Would you have gone and hunted this guy down?
You might have.
He might have. I don't know.
Sounds of it.
But anyway, that's a bonus track.
That's awesome. But I'm glad you told that. But
yeah, I didn't tell you that before, did I? Like,
no, I never heard that. That's good. Well, I think that's about as much time as we got for this episode. Oh. That's a good night. That's a good place to end on. Is getting caught for for stealing your company's tools. But other than that, I do appreciate you guys being here and listening to us. Other than that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And I'm Dave.
I'm Mike.
And this has been That More Assholes with a Podcast. You guys take care. Please subscribe and check. And if you guys have any questions or want to have have any suggestions for any topics that we can cover, leave them in the description or in the comments or over on our Facebook page. We check those constantly. And take care.
Peace.